Earlier today, Israel's defense forces launched a massive campaign of airstrikes inside southern Lebanon. More than 800 targets were engaged. More than 275 people were killed early on. More than 1,000 people were wounded. The Israeli Defense Forces put up a video in the early hours explaining how they found out where Hezbollah was keeping some of its military weapons and what their plan was to deal with it.
This is southern Lebanon. There are dozens of Lebanese villages situated along approximately 80 kilometers of the border with Israel. For over 20 years, Hezbollah has deployed its arms inside homes and militarized civilian infrastructure. As a result, the Hezbollah terrorist organization has turned southern Lebanon into a battlefield. This is a village in southern Lebanon. Hezbollah stores cruise missiles, rockets, launchers, and UAVs inside civilian homes, hidden behind the Lebanese population living in the village. We are monitoring these activities, locating the weapons, and destroying them with precise intelligence-based strikes. I want to show you an example of a strike carried out a few weeks ago. Here we are exposing Hezbollah's method of hiding a cruise missile inside a home. The terrorists create a designated opening for the missile launch. Here you can see how we identified the terrorist making an opening in the building that exposed the missile. In a precise strike, the IDF eliminated the terrorist and this missile launching infrastructure shortly before the launch. Shortly, the IDF will engage in extensive precise strikes against terror targets which have been embedded widely throughout Lebanon.
Israeli officials also issued warnings to Lebanese people living in the areas that they were targeting.
We ask residents of Lebanese villages to pay attention to the message and warning published by the IDF and heed them. This is an advance warning for your own safety and the safety of your family. We advise civilians from Lebanese villages located in and next to buildings and areas used by Hezbollah for military purpose, such as those used to store weapons, to immediately move out of harm's way for their own safety. I want to repeat, move out of harm's way immediately. Hezbollah is endangering you and your families. On October 8th, the Hezbollah terrorist organization decided to join Hamas' war against Israel. Hezbollah's activities are dragging Lebanon and the entire region into a wider escalation. And Hassan Nasrallah is responsible for this. Over the last 11 months, we have been operating to degrade the Hezbollah terrorist organization capabilities and push back Hezbollah operatives and military assets away from Israel. We are operating to achieve all of our goals of the war. In Gaza, to dismantle Hamas and bring back home all the hostages. And in the north, to repeal the threat posed by Hezbollah and enable the residents from the north of Israel safely to return to their homes. The IDF is operating and will continue to operate in defense of the citizens of Israel wherever required.